Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right, here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
The NHL Draft has finalized, and yes, Christian Simmons has emerged from the wilderness to finally record another podcast. Welcome back, guys. This is 7 Minutes with Simmons. I'm your host, Christian, cutting down the weeds and the trees and everything, the distractions and the hurdles to finally get back here for another episode. What a crazy couple of days. I've been busy working like a dog, man. Crazy Canada Day weekend for my summer gig. Don't laugh. I am slinging ice cream, folks. And you know what? I am having an absolute blast doing it. And you can criticize me, you can come at me, you can make fun of me as much as you want to. But I'll tell you right now, serving ice cream is a very rewarding job, man. It's fun. Like, kids come running up. I'm out usually at events. You know, I spend the majority of my hours and shifts catering. So I'll take the Marble Slab. Yeah, it's Marble Slab. We'll take the Marble Slab trailer out to an event. The last couple of days I've been at Nickel Beach, just absolutely dishing ice cream, man. Like, I'm feeding. I'm going tape to tape with these ice creams. You have no idea. The efficiency that I work at is second to none. Second to none. I don't know. Maybe somebody at Ben & Jerry's might be competition for me. I don't know, man. I am absolutely firing these things out. Busy today, busy yesterday at Nickel Beach. And of course, a very happy Canada Day weekend to everybody, all you Canadians. Hopefully are all Canadians listening to this podcast. I mean, it would be nice if I have a few Americans. That would be fantastic. I don't think we've quite reached that level of widespread attentiveness to this podcast. Maybe one day, but for all of my listeners, happy Canada Day. Well, happy Canada Day weekend and a happy Canada Day to you when it does come. I hope you guys enjoy that. But we're going to dive in to the NHL Draft. It has finalized. Let's take a look at some of these picks, some of these storylines. What do we like? What do we not like? And who on that board do we think should potentially be elsewhere? Let's start with the no-brainer, number one Matthew Schaefer, the number one defense prospect in this draft class. The Islanders take the no-question best player available. I mean, he's capable of playing on a top pair in all situations. Noah Dobson getting traded to the Montreal Canadiens on Friday gives them, kind of the ability to let Schaefer pick up some of that ice time. Forget the fact he only played 17 OHL games. He is by far the consensus number one. They know what they're seeing. They're pretty confident in what they got out of him. And it's going to be an interesting year for the Islanders. Like I said, Dobson on his way out. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see how everything starts to fall into place for the Islanders, and what a pickup for them. I mean, 6'2", 186 pounds, just the fifth defenseman ever to be selected number one, dating to 2006. Only 22 points in those 17 games this season, still averaging like 1.29 points per game. So that's third among OHL defensemen in 2024-2025 season with a minimum of 15 games. So best among draft eligible defensemen. He also had surgery on December 30th after sustaining that broken clavicle 3 days earlier while playing for Canada in Ottawa. So there's a ton of stuff going on. Schaefer lost his mother, Jennifer, after a 2-year battle with breast cancer in February 2024. And 2 months prior to that, his billet mom, Emily Matson, died in an apparent suicide. So what a story for this guy. The continued perseverance and the resilience he shows is fantastic. And you gotta love that story. Schaefer gets up on stage following his selection and takes a look down at his jersey with that pink ribbon signifying breast cancer. He gives it a kiss, eyes already filled with tears as he points to the sky and commemorates his mom in a beautiful moment on stage. What a story as Matthew Schaefer goes number one to the Islanders. And then things get interesting. Michael Misa goes number 2 to San Jose, the winner of the E.J. Maguire Award of Excellence presented annually to the draft prospect who best exemplifies commitment to excellence through strength of character, competitiveness, and athleticism. So, huge props to him. He deserves it. What a season he had. 134 points, 62 goals, 72 assists as the top scorer in the OHL. He also won the Red Tilson Trophy as the league's most outstanding player. Just one heck of a season for this kid. The Nashville Predators took a little bit of a comparative standpoint, as you know, he's been drawing comparisons to a guy like Steven Stamkos. You know, he's got that interesting style of play. He can be kind of all over the ice. He's got an incredible shot. He helped Saginaw win the Memorial Cup just 2 years ago. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do in San Jose, joining a player like Macklin Celebrini that was picked in the first overall in 2024. So he gives the Sharks a little bit of center depth and an instant boost. So now the Sharks have the option of keeping Will Smith on a line with Celebrini after their chemistry grew throughout that season, or maybe they shift Smith to center and have Misa play on the wing, something he did do for his first two OHL seasons. So they got lots of options. We'll see how they play out with those. And then number 3, Anton Frondel, the number 1 international skater in this draft class, 6'1", 204, started the season with the Djurgården junior team and had 7 points. That's out in Sweden. Averaged nearly a point per game, 25 points in 29 games as he finished with the Allsvenskan, Sweden's second division team. He had 25 points in 29 games to finish with the second most points ever by a player age 17 or younger in Sweden's second division. That's coming in behind William Nylander back in 2013. And he had a standout performance on the 2 stationary bike tests at the Combine. He lasted 14 minutes on the VO2 Max bike test, which measures endurance and recovery. His peak power output at 16.8 watts of power per kilogram of body weight on the Wingate test was tied for second with forward Arvid Drott from Djurgården's team in Sweden's junior league. He's been compared to a guy like JT Miller. He models his game after somebody like Alexander Barkov. So a really interesting pickup for Chicago. How does he slide in next to Bedard? Does he kind of round out that defensive side of the game? Can he be physical alongside a guy like Bedard and really be that military tank that one scout compared this guy to, just because of how hard and determined he plays? I think he also has a little bit of high-end offensive potential, so he'll spend at least one more season in Sweden after helping Djurgården earn that promotion to the Swedish Hockey League. But when he does come to the NHL, he will be a fantastic complement through the middle to Connor Bedard and be another key piece to a team that started to have some of its young talent gel together down the stretch. And we'll see how things work out there in Chicago. I know we're running a little bit late, but I wanted to give this episode a little bit more love as I have been MIA for the last couple of days. I do feel bad. I mean, this is something I love to do. It just, obviously, it's all time permitting. I mean, if I can find the time to sit down and record a podcast, I would be more than willing to do it. I also had a little bit of a weird situation over the last couple of days. My parents had a little bit of a function here at our house, bringing some of their euchre club members down from Toronto. My room became a hotel room. I had to totally gut this place. All of my stuff was taken out. My bathroom was gutted. So the microphone, my computer, all that stuff was kind of ripped out of here. Didn't have anything to record on. So that was also a little bit of a hindering factor for me recording the podcast today. But I wanted to get back to it. I really was interested to kind of break down some of these picks. I know we're running really late, but maybe we can jump into number 4 here. Caleb Desnoyers from the Moncton QMJHL squad, number 7 on the North American skaters list. He goes number 4 to the Utah Mammoth. The 18-year-old left-handed shot has been compared to Nico Hischier, and he's tied for 5th in the QM with 84 points. He had 35 goals in that 56-game stretch. He's a versatile two-way guy who can kind of contribute in a variety of ways. Had a 15-game point streak, 27 points, 12 goals, and 15 assists across those 15 games. So he can really get it done. He can be streaky. He won the Paul DeMont Trophy at the QMJHL's Personality of the Year since he was in the spotlight from pretty much the beginning of that season, and acted as an excellent ambassador for the league. So lots of things to like there. A big-time goal scorer. He's got the two-way game. He's a versatile player. He's got the size. He can do just about all of it there for Utah. He's got a great personality, so we'll see how they hone him in, and maybe we'll do one more pick here. Number 5, the Nashville Predators. Brady Martin from the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Martin, 6 foot, 186, established himself as a top-line center, playing the big minutes in all situations this past season. He was voted the hardest worker in the Western Conference of a poll coming from all OHL coaches, tied for 5th among all skaters, 11 points, 3 goals, 8 assists for gold medal winning Canada at the 2025 U18 Worlds. Lots of stuff to like about this guy. 72 points last season, 33 goals, 39 assists, 8 coming on the power play, 3 shorthanded as well. So he's described as a player who really checks all the boxes. He has no holes in his game. The Martin family owns a beef ranch farm on the outskirts of Elmira, Ontario, and since the age of 12, Brady has worked on the ranch, and he was there during the draft. He had one of the only high-drafted individuals who was not in LA for the draft affairs. He found himself back home in Elmira, shucking the beef. I don't know what they do out there, but interesting top 5 as the NHL Draft has been completed. Lots of interesting storylines. We will be sure to break them down in further episodes. Maybe tomorrow we'll get into it again. I apologize, guys, once again for my absence. I appreciate all of you coming right back to this podcast and continuing to tune in. Please let me know what you thought down in the comment sections below. That's going to do it. Episode number 32. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.